Good morning. Well, welcome to a drizzly Derbyshire. 30% chance of rain, and guess what? I got that 30%. So we are currently on Windley Lane. So we'll go to the map in a second. We'll do Turn Ditch, where we got off the bus at Cowers Lane and walked down and up, which I didn't realise on the map didn't look properly. So let's have a quick look at the route, and I'll see you in a second.
We start off at Cowers Lane and head up through Turn Ditch, then turning on to Windley Lane. It is then heading down to the village of Windley and taking in the breathtaking view of the Derbyshire Dales hills. As we pass through Windley, it is then on to more quiet country lanes, taking in even more breathtaking views and photo opportunities. As we start to head down into Western Upper Common, this is where we unfortunately had to leave the walk. But as you can see, there's more hidden villages to see, and is one I will probably come back to finish another day. But this original route finishes in Brailsford, and so means you are easily able to get the swift bus back into Derby.
Nice little route, isn't it? Proper village hunting today. So, and then we can finish in Brailsford, and which is a nice little village actually. Just a massively busy A52 road through it. So yeah, these villages I have never been before, and I've never been past that Cowers Lane where the 6s turns right. So I've never been straight on into Turn Ditch, which was a mixture. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, sorry, cars were coming. But yeah, I did originally meant to go yesterday, but it said it was raining all week. So I thought, oh no, Friday looks all right. See how that turned out. Look, three rants today. Actually, I'll get the first one out of the way in a second. Anyway, I'm in one of those moods today. I'm hyperactive because I didn't sleep much, but I've had a black coffee, and that was it, an espresso this morning. First rant. Anyway, somebody say they're in the middle of nowhere. Why do people wear the hats down there and have a big tuft of hair here? Oh, that's my individualism. No, Tim, you looking knob. But yeah, then they were wrapping up, literally, one of these on, but a scarf or whatever it was, wrapped up, and they're on the phone, oh, freezing. Well, wear a fucking hat properly then, you moron. Honestly, I'm sure this generation are just full of absolute fucktards. Anyway, but yeah, they had a big wisp of hair out here. Now that I've been seeing him on and off on the bus for God knows every year, 2 years. Answered the phone today, didn't they? It was a woman. Oops, my bad. Never mind. But yeah, if you're going to wear a hat, wear it properly, for God's sake. Don't wear it, that's my individualism, yeah. It isn't, you look cockwomble. It's as simple as that. Oh, well, not in her case, because she's a female, but yeah. I can't say the other C word, can I? I won't say it. Anyway, enough of that rambling. I'll catch up with you later on the other one. Let's get going and headed into the first one of Windley. And yeah, I put the hood up for a bit. I think it's slowing down by the look of it because it's brightening up. I have got the trail runners out. I look like one of those bloody roadmen, don't I? Like me, blood. Yes, bruv. Anyway, never be one of them knobheads. Yeah, I've got the trail runners on today for the first proper outing. So far, they're comfortable. I've had to get a size bigger because of the wide fitting, because my feet, I have no end of problem with them at the minute. So, back to the gym tomorrow. I've been up and down all week because I've not been very well. What else was I going to say? Yes, there's no gimbal, as you can tell. No camera with me today as well because of the weather, because it said it was going to be nice. Got everything charged up. 30% chance of rain. Good job I didn't anyway. But I have a bag of Haribos and a pork pie to save the day. Yeah, all right. You know when I said health kit, not when I'm walking, but we'll walk it off. But yeah, we'll drop down into Windley, and then it said Windley only, but there's a road that goes around anyway. But I think it's stopped through traffic. But yeah, well, looks like we're starting to drop down into it. See you in a minute. Ooh, Baba. Ooh, no din-dins because I don't eat them anymore. But look at that for a view. Nah, I'm happy. No cars. Just seemed to go a bit busy for a bit there, but say you're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I was going to say there was a walk I was meant to be on this Saturday. Unfortunately, due to change circumstances, I can't make it for a thing called the Lads Project. I've probably mentioned it before. I think I haven't. I forgot to put the socials down, so I will put them down at the bottom. It's basically like a social walking group for, well, lads, blokes. The WhatsApp group's quite active as well, so but yeah, I put on the socials, it's worth it, but unfortunately I just can't make it this weekend, and it's going to be raining either way, so no matter what walk I did. But yeah, if whether you like it weather like this or whether you just prefer it in summer or not, do routes like this. Just get a pair of trail runners or just wear your trains if you feel comfortable, because I mean these trail runners are only 45 I think, instead of paying 100, 160 like some people do. You know, we haven't all got that to splash around, definitely not me. But routes like this where you're just walking on the back lanes and seeing these little villages, this is what I'm aiming to do a few more of, because I love seeing these little places, as a lot of you know. And I've planned it where I can get the 6s from Derby, get off at Cowers Lane I think it was, the railway inn, and then we'll end up in Brailsford, and then it's like 15-20 minutes on the Swift bus back into Derby. So, and if needed, there's a pub or a shop in Brailsford anyway. So I plan all these routes properly. People think, oh yeah, you just go off the whim. I don't. Anyway, so yeah, if you ever want to join us on one, yeah, fair enough, just drop us a message on Instagram, which again I'll drop at the bottom. If you are enjoying these videos, just drop us a like and, you know, subscribe if you want, because I do sometimes go out of Derbyshire, because I mean I could spend a whole lifetime and not see all of Derbyshire, even though I get called the human Google Maps by the Gimp himself. He knows who he is. But yeah, just let us know anyway. But I'm going to try and get some more ones like this where I'm planning and where I'm doing circulars or just A to B kind of thing, and they're easy enough to get to and from Derby. So, and if you can get to Derby, then you can do the route. Dead easy. So yeah, anyway, let's crack on. Derbyshire. Well, how pretty was that? A couple of houses there, especially at the top of the hill, that box one. God knows how they got planning permission for that, but each to their own. But these houses with that white one just around the corner there, just right in that bottom setting, there's a brook that just comes down here as well. Yeah, jealousy is forbidding of a word for me at the minute. Anyway, I think the next one's Western. Onwards, Jeffrey. Isn't it nice, Jeff? How nice is that? Fortunately, probably not used that much these days. Well, wasn't that a little picturesque ending? And I've seen doggy and it made me day. A lady come over and he was pulling towards me. It was brown Labrador, and you know how I am with Labradors. Yeah, it was an old boy, but he was beautiful. And she said he's about 10 or 11 years old. Just wanted fussing, just sat there, just wanted fusses, and that was it. So she gave me a bit of chicken to feed him and that. And he was gorgeous, made my day, that has. And I'm out in this stunning landscape. What more do you want? Just wish this was my office permanently, doing this kind of thing, but there we go. Life dictates other things. But anyway, crack on to, I nearly said crap on then. Yeah, well, crap on to Western Underwood. And did you see that last bit? Windley Hall, private residence. Yeah, you're talking $1 million easily for that. If you're not getting $1 million for that around here, then you're very surprised. Anyway, waffling again. Let's get going. Oh look, it's gorgeous, Jeffrey. Don't know if that's a new saying or not. Not a bad view, is it? Right, through to Allsop Castle there, and then through to Wirksworth over this way. But we're going uphill again. Yeah, tell it's opened up because that wind's definitely, it's not picked up as such, but it's definitely a bite to the wind and the atmosphere, the air now. It's really dropped. My tabs were shaking and I've got big tabs. If it gets windy, I'll blow away. Shut it before anybody says anything. Anyway, we come down to back there was a T-junction. It says Corndon, Kedleston to the left, you turn right. Trust me, I had to look at the map because double check because the other side part of the sign had just been taken off for some reason. But yeah, it'll follow this lane round and out and whatever. And then when we get into Western Upper Common, you turn right, left onto Green Lane, then that'll take you towards the final bit of the road, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I'm definitely in my element now because this is the kind of stuff I like doing, whether I'm crossing fields or back lanes. But when you're coming across like this in the middle of nowhere, you don't think it's going to lead anywhere, or you think it's going to lead, you know, to a large village or something like that. Then all of a sudden you come across, all right, say I planned it, but I've still never been to these places. But you come across this village with a pub in the middle of nowhere, and I mean the middle of nowhere. It's like Edale, it's just on its own, nothing else for miles around it. But yeah, like I say, I highly recommend doing some of this walking, especially in summer, because then there's groups of you that can go out, or you can take the kids out on shorter walks or stuff like that. Just these back lanes, because it's a lot safer than following along to main villages and along big roads. But the only thing I would say along here, some people can, especially if it's at the weekend, use it as a racetrack. Because trust me, where I used to live in Breaston, just up the road in Draycote, people used to use, I can't remember the name of the back lane now, used to use it as a racetrack. And how somebody's not been killed, I don't know, but yeah, either way, it's worth it. As long as you're careful, you're fine, you know. But you find little bits like this, and then, or if you plan it out to find village and whatever, have a look, see if there's a pub that does food, even better. You can have a drink yourself or coffee or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to warm back up. Let's crack on. Not a bad view. Oh, we are the German fish. You will talk. Bit of fence building for you. Bit sad. The chop, I think it's about 80% of these off. Looks like some of them have been completely hacked off. But the chop about 80% off, as you can see there. So then it will still keep growing. And eventually that'll grab onto it and then keep growing. That's all they need to keep doing over the years. Just keep chopping it back. Useless information as usual. Nice out here, isn't it? Not a soul. Anyway, let's get cracking on. Ooh, baba. Nosy barbars, I know. Nosy bastards, Jeffrey. Isn't it nice? Isn't it lovely, Jeffrey? Ah, beautiful Doris. That house will do, right in its own little woodland. And there's the views, not too bad at all. Right, so we're up round down there, and then we were in Weston. Turn right, left at Green Lane, then it's Muggleton. Oh look, Mugo. So just coming in to Weston now, so let's have a see what it's like. Right, I think I'm going to finish it here. Not going to get Muggington today because I've just been speaking to somebody. Apparently one of the roads is just full of crap basically. So we'll finish here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Well, seen some villages, like I say. And yeah, I'll be back out on Monday for the next Sundays, and then out on Thursday or Friday for the following Sundays, trying to get ahead with them. But yeah, from a rainy Derbyshire, I'll see you soon. I know what we'll do. We'll head to Ashbourne and see what these new pedestrian works are like. So just wait for the bus. We'll head into Ashbourne, get some video and whatever there, and have a nose there. Anyway, speak to you shortly.